Okay, hello, good evening once again. It's a new week we're about to start, so let's dive it straight into it. Knowing what we are expecting for the week, um, what we are expecting for the week, what we are expecting for the month, and what we are also expecting for the day. That's tomorrow. So let's dive straight into it. Let me clear this ones first. Okay, so let's head straight into it. So, on the monthly time frame, like I said before we started the month, I said we are looking for these size to be taken. Now we've taken them. We can't confidently say or confirm that we've taken them because this particular month candle is still in session. It hasn't closed yet, so we can't confirm whether if we can push high and come in close above the high. But yet now we've cleared those highs. Right, so let's wait for us to see whether if this particular candle will close below this highs. If they close below this high and this becomes a low, I'm very sure we'll be targeting this low very much, and we'll be looking for this low to be taken as well. Okay, so now that's that for this month. Let's look into the week. We could see in the week we've seen that this high has already been taken. We've taken this high. We've also taken this high, and these were also monthly highs around here, right? And the next place I was looking was this weekly gap. Alright, so last week we took this particular highs, right? So obviously I'm looking for price to run down and come and take this low again. Right, that's what I'm looking for. Price would push down low, come and take this low. For this day, okay. So for this day, that's tomorrow, God willing. What am I looking for? Um, this is what I'm looking for. We came to take this highs, right? Once you take this high, this particular gap couldn't hold price. This gap actually held price, but couldn't hold price. For some time now in this particular place. Now I see price heading straight into this zone, right? This zone. Or we can come and take this any of these lows and push high once again. Right. That's what I'm looking for. We push down low, come and take any of these lows. Or come into this zone and push high. It's either we push high, come into this gap, push down again. Or we can even fill this gap and push high and come and take this high once again and push high. Any of them. But for now what I'm seeing is we are supposed to push high down, come into this gap zone or this low, any of these lows. Or we can push into this zone and push high and come into this gap and start pushing, drop low again. That's that. I'm making this particular video, this particular analysis very short because um, this week, this week is going to be a massive week. It's going to be a massive week, and I'm looking for more clean setups during this week. Last week we didn't have enough setups. I think the setups we had for last week were quite a few number of them. So I'm just annotating certain places and looking for price to return to those areas, and I have reasons why I'm looking for price to return to those areas. I'm expecting price to come to those areas specifically. Right, that's why I annotate some areas down because those are areas in which I expect price to actually run or come to. So this zone has already been used. Doesn't mean we can come there and push it. We can come there and push it once more again. But so for now, what I'm expecting for price, there's a gap here. I think I have not taken, I've not looked at it very much. sometimes when you miss this kind of places, price can run to and you not be sure, you not be aware of price making those movements. That's why I mostly annotate this kind of places so that I'm aware of what price is doing at each point in time. Because um, the reason why, like I said, the reason why I annotate is to know what price is doing at each particular point in time. Okay, so um like I was saying, I'm looking for price to. Okay, so now what I'm seeing here is price has come into this zone here. I'm looking for price to be pushed high a little bit, or even at least we can come here. We can even come here. Right, we can even come here to this gap and push down. Right, we can push down. There is a zone here. I think this is a zone. This is a zone. Let me annotate that one too, unless before I forget. Yeah. There is a zone here. Yeah, there is a zone here. Okay, so let me see. There is a zone here, but the zone has been used. Oh, let me calculate it. I have a way of calculating 182. 1 4 now. Okay, so I think the zone will be this place. So, oh, it hasn't been used. We've not tapped in yet. Yeah, we've not tapped in yet, so I can't say it has been used. Okay, so yeah, like I said, let me summarize everything. Let me summarize everything. Let me summarize everything and make everything short. So now, like I said, we've come here. I'm expecting price to push high, so we drop. It doesn't mean we can't drop. We can still drop. Now, come and take this low and push high, depending on what price wants to do at that point in time. So, what am I saying now? What I'm saying now is okay. So we start from the monthly time frame, and like I said, price can push high once again, but now we've come there, so I'm expecting price to close below this particular highs. Um, in the weekly time frame too, price has actually taken those highs, and I'm expecting a draw down. So in the network, yeah, yes, price the whole of last week went to take this highs. I'm expecting a drop down, and the daily on the daily too, I'm expecting a drop down, come into this zone and push high right to this area. I've actually marked over here. And in the 4 hour, price has come to this zone. I'm expecting a push high, come to the zone, this gap, push down. Alright, so that's that for today. That's that for the week. We see what happens. I wanted to do a little bit review into what last week we had. I think last week I did a video, a vlog, talking about that's the setups for last week. But I think the setups for last week there were a few. We had a few setups for last week. And on last, I think last week we had the number of setups we had were, let me see, on Monday. Let me see, on Monday. Okay, on Monday 1 hour. I think on Monday, no, there was no setup. I think so. Let me see. No, Monday, there wasn't setup. It was on Tuesday. On Tuesday to no setup. So it was on Wednesday rather that there was a setup. I think on the vlog I had some setups. I had some few setups on those kind of things. On Tuesday, that was on Tuesday. This was Tuesday, right? So on Tuesday, that was on Wednesday. Sorry, on Wednesday there was a setup. It was a buy. Oh, let me check. So it was a buy. So it was a buy. Oh, let me see. On Tuesday, Wednesday rather. On Wednesday, it was a sell, but I didn't come there. Right, it was a sell, but I didn't come there. So it was on Thursday that I had a buy over here on the 15-minute time frame, 15 to 1 minute. It was around here. Yeah, it was around here. This particular area. I think the 1 minute confirmed it. And we had a buy straight to TP. um, Let me see if I can find it. Somewhere around here. Oh, the network is actually loading very slow. So this was it on Tuesday. On Thursday, the buy, and on that's this was on a 5 minute time frame, but it didn't come. The setup didn't form. It formed, but it didn't come to my entry. I was expecting price to actually come to, and this was on Friday. On Friday to this setup, we had it early in the morning. Um, Early in the morning. I think it wasn't part of the video yet. So I had a setup on Friday early in the morning during landing session, close to the end of landing session. Then I had a setup. The sell. Yeah, I entered. But I think I exited somewhere around like 50% or 0.25%. Yeah, it was the move was actually very slow a little bit. Yeah, so that was that for last week. Let's see how this week actually goes. I will update you on every move I make on the market, and let's see. So hopefully we will have a great trading week this week. I'm looking forward to a great week. Let's all let's all hope for better days, and let's see how best this week actually goes. Thank you.